Steve, do you actually think that someone who is fat needs to be told?
I think that people need to be told, but to be told in a constructive way and to be told in a way that also offers them some solutions to move forward. So, and I say that from the heart because we are pussyfooting around the issue in the UK. We are terrified of saying the word fat in
Would
this
you
country.
use the word fat if you were telling someone?
Would you use the F word to me, for instance?
Would I say you're fat?
Or overweight?
I would say, Eamonn, I adore you, but you are too fat.
And I've got to be
Yes,
told.
you've got to be told. But at the same time, you also need to be given some solutions to help you lose weight, such as me coming to live with you for a month or something like that. We could sort it out, Ruth.
I could,
We could
listen,
sort it
I could
out.
disappear for a month.
But we've got to stop worrying about using the word fat. And everyone out there, what I say to you, whatever camera we're on, you're too gorgeous to be fat.
Hold up.
The word fat can be used in a very constructive way. She doesn't like it.
I just don't think that you can criticise someone healthier. I don't think you can shame them into being
No,
slim.
it's not shaming. This
It
is where...
is,
No. So what do we do then? What do we call people that are too fat? What do we do?
Right,
No, OK, I think if someone is above a healthy weight or carrying too much excess weight, then there's a... I always think there's an emotional issue. People... There is, because
With
I have
yes.
seen so many people from traumatic backgrounds with lots of different things. Like,
So
there is a famous
three-quarters of the nation, three-quarters of the nation have got emotional issues, according to you.
I would probably say that...
Three-quarters of the nation are fat because they're emotional.
Is it not just overeating and eating the wrong things? I mean, I agree with you. I take your point.
Yeah.
And, of course, there will be people who have emotional issues and there are emotional eaters, and those problems can run very deep. But I think when there are so many people, the obesity problem is so huge. And, you know, a lot of the studies they've done have said it is processed food, you know, fizzy drinks, so that people, it's become part of the diet.
Or wives who are feeders who beef up their husbands. So
are you feeding him?
That's what I do.
Is that why he's struggling?
That's why.
So you're a feeder and that's why he's fat?
Yeah.
But I say, there it is.
You gave me permission to use the word fat, by the way.
OK, so I think it's about nourishment, not punishment. And when you're saying you're fat, you're too gorgeous to be fat, what exactly does that mean? Does that mean that if someone is above or carrying excess weight, they're not attractive?
No, well...
You're too gorgeous to be fat.
You are
Explain
too
to me.
I will explain it to you. When you are fat, you are carrying something like a duvet around you that is hiding your true beauty features. And I'm going to make no apology for saying that. When you lose weight, and when a woman loses weight, she looks far more attractive. And I think most women would agree with that.
In your opinion?
Oh, absolutely my opinion. But and if you look at my before and after photos, my darling, you will see the success that I drive.
Right, so how much
and helping these people...
Let's ask how big you were, how much weight did you lose, and did somebody say to you, you're fat?
They did, and I was kind of... My eyes went like saucers, and I looked down at my belly, and I thought, I do look like a question mark. I do need to do something about it.
And who was that person?
That person, and this is true, that person was a counsellor, actually, but she is a friend. But I tell you what, it really triggered me into action, because it came from the heart, Ruth.
Okay.
And that's what you've got to do.
Can I just say it didn't. Say, you know, Kirsten's saying there are people who are emotional eaters, they might have emotional problems. That could have sent you in a complete spin of
yes, and I think you've got a point there. So what you do before you mention the F word to somebody is you suss it. And you make sure that, you know, I'm not suggesting we run around the streets and start saying, hey, fatty, or oi, fatty bum bum, or something like that. I'm not suggesting that. What I'm saying is, to our loved ones, if they are too fat, we say it as it is, but we also help them to lose weight.
So...
I also don't think you need to say that, though, because if you are...
you might need to say... There are three... Kirsten, I'll tell you why you need to say that, maybe. There are three things, there are only three things more likely to kill you than obesity. They are smoking, high blood pressure and cholesterol, and being fat contributes to two of those things.
OK, so do you go around telling everyone that smokes you could be increasing your risk of lung disease? It's not our position.
Yeah, but doctors do. But doctors do.
I would do, yes.
Doctors do say that to smokers. So there was a point where NHS doctors were told not to use the word fat when they were trying to say to a patient, you are dangerously overweight.
I think it's very difficult. I think it's very different to focus on health and weight. There are people who may be carrying excess weight that are very healthy. I see women in my clinic...
So you're happy for people to be fat? That's what you're saying?
I think
you are
your
happy
weight
for
does
people
not
to be
dictate your
fat?
health. Your weight doesn't dictate your health.
There you go. You're happy for people to be fat. So people that die...
So you mean that if everyone is thin, they're healthy?
No,
I
what...
see people who are very thin...
I rest my case.
...and are not healthy.
So
weight does not dictate your health. Your weight does not...
You are saying that if you are fat, don't worry about it.
Sally says, when people have said mean things to me about my weight in the past, I've always ended up comfort eating more. Pat says, why would people take it as an insult when, in fact, it's just a fact?
I think we both have a point, actually. I'm going to be fair to you, because I think you're great, right? I do. I like you. I think that you have to... You use the word fat. We stop apologising for the word fat, but we say it to people that we are close to. Either, you know, a neighbour, our sister, our brother, our auntie, our parents. You know, I do not want people dying early. And I am not going to make any... I am not going to make an apology for using the word fat.
Well, what he's saying,
I think what you're
saying is, right, we're going to point out that you are overweight, fat, whatever we want to call it, and we're going to do something about it. That's what he's saying. He's saying, let's all wake up to the fact and let's do something about it.